Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our co-main event of the evening. Scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds of Muay Thai action in the light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome to the cage, Tim Coleman.
All Muay Thai action to close out our last two fights of the night here at Sparta 91. Tim Coleman making his way to the cage right now in this, our second to last fight of the evening. Thanks for having joined us, Sparta Fight fans. Excited to have you here.
And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Ben Roberts.
I want to take a second to remind everyone we have our Army versus Marine show coming up. You can get your tickets at SpartaSE.com or BudweiserEventCenter.com. And let's check out the tail of the tape here. Tim Coleman, the elder at 31 years old, versus the 30-year-old Ben Roberts, making his way to the cage right now. Fighters are even in height and weight. And in Muay Thai, Mr. Tim Coleman 2-0, so undefeated. But my goodness, look at the experience of Ben Roberts. Has a 20-fight career at 14-5-1. And again, the Army versus Marine show. Number 13 for that event is April 30th, and it will be at the Budweiser Event Center, Sparta, back in Colorado.
Ladies and gentlemen, our co-main event Muay Thai bout is presented by Sparta Sports and Entertainment merchandise, available here tonight at the merch booth and at SpartaSE.com. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the red corner, he stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 179 pounds. He is representing pound for pound Muay Thai, and he fights out of Denver, Colorado, introducing Tall Tim Coleman. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, he stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 177.4 pounds. He is representing Easton, and he fights out of Denver, Colorado, introducing Ben Kid Kraken Roberts.
All right, man, I expect clean, fair fight. Touch him up like you did. Let's bang. Here we go.
And big smiles out of a couple of Colorado fighters as Tim Coleman, wearing the red elbow pads, getting ready to represent Pound for Pound Fitness, faces off against Ben Roberts. He's wearing the blue elbow pads, representing Easton. Referee Eric Hines calls him to the center, touch your gloves, and then they'll try to render each other unconscious with strikes to the head. Power shots exchanged by both. And Coleman smiles because he knows that body kick hurt. Coleman really working some power, but it costs him as he misses and slips. Knee strikes thrown by both inside. Well-coached fighters, neither of them wasted any time getting to that knee striking, trying to work in some elbows as well. Referee Eric Hines separates the fighters, gives them a chance to go back to their power techniques. And a trap and punch works for Coleman as he gets Robert up against the cage. Roberts, nice job with the turn. Able to fire off some knee strikes, goes to the elbow as well, does Roberts. Guys willing to come to the center, plant their feet, and trade some strikes, much to the delight of the fans. Working some kick combinations as per his corner's instructions is Roberts. Coleman really wound up for some power on that shot. Corner Roberts telling him don't back up. Nice job by Roberts. Followed his trapping of the kick into the cage with the knee strike. Classic Muay Thai there. Regulated, controlled breathing by both fighters, using their recovery time to do exactly that, recover well. And there we see Roberts trapping the kick. It's right toward the end of the round. Fired off a couple of very nice knee strikes in there. Both these fighters very well coached, utilizing whatever technique is appropriate within the right range. Neither guy searching or waiting or anything. It's there for them when they need it, and that speaks well of lots of time in the gym. Pound for pound, guys, just a touch slow getting out of the cage, but here we go, round two. Coleman flashes a fake, closes in with the kick. And bang, right to the knee striking they go as soon as they're within range. Knee to the thigh by Roberts. In the corner, Roberts didn't want him to waste any time after the referee separation. Nice elbow strike by Coleman as Robert looked to skip in on the distance there. Solid exchange, both fighters landing well. Grueling position to be in. It's so tough fighting in the clinch. Having somebody with all their body weight and strength trying to pull your head down and you using your neck muscles. And man, you feel like you've been in a car wreck the next day. Roberts needs to be careful of dropping his hands there. He put it down. His coaches immediately warned him of it. Start dropping those hands and your opponent will fake something down low and end up going high with it. Coleman wants to let everybody know that was a slip, not a knockdown. Leading with the uppercut is Coleman. Good entry. And again, both fighters utilizing the knee strikes well, both to the outsides of the body as well as using the stabbing knee coming right up the middle. Nice elbow used to enter into the clinch there by Roberts. Can tell that's a technique he's practiced a lot. End of the round, we're going to the third. Exciting co-main event action here at Sparta 91. Both these guys know they've got just a few seconds left. And here we go with the replay. Underhooking the knee. Beautiful technique being shown there by Roberts. Underhook that knee, makes your opponents have to balance himself on one hand, and then you have many strikes available as options. And that's where Roberts reached low, saw where the kick was going, wanted to block it, but dropping those hands, always a dangerous proposition. Round 3 of 3. Touch of gloves, big smiles, and then off to punching each other they go. And I could hear the corner of Roberts between rounds. They were seated right next to where the commentary position is, and they were telling Roberts, say, Coleman's starting to fade. If you press the action, you can have a good third round here. Let's see if that plays out to be true. Superman punch lands for Roberts, enters into the clinch. And seems Roberts is taking the word of his corner and really pressuring hard here to begin round number 3. Roberts mixing his punches and kicks well. Coleman possibly is a little bit tired. He's started to throw fewer combinations, more single strikes. And again, I'm just so impressed with the knee striking attacks of both these guys in the clinch. There's many different knee strikes available, and these guys utilizing their full array of techniques. Good knee lands for Roberts. That was an answer to a nice shot from Coleman. And Roberts able to control the shoulders, trunk of Coleman, keeping him backed up against the cage here for a bit of a prolonged time. And punches and elbows coming across for Roberts now. 10-second clacker sound of Coleman having a hard time working his way off the cage. I won't necessarily say working his way out of the clinch because he might want to be clinched, but back against the cage, not what you want the judges to see. Congratulations to both these fighters, putting on a great display of Muay Thai, much to the delight of the crowd. For those fight fans that say, let them stand up and bang, well, that's what we had. Both guys feeling good about their performance, got their hands up, checking out things on the replay here. Roberts able to fire off with the teeth, but it skipped off the rib cage of Coleman, and then Roberts followed with a Superman punch with and the entry into his knee striking game, which I mentioned several times throughout this bout, how solid of a game both these guys have when clinched, firing off with their knee strikes. Working some repeated chopping elbows over the top there was Roberts. And Big Mo, I can see, has the judges' scorecards. I'm jealous. He's always the first guy to know who won. Take it up and let him announce the winners. A couple of Colorado fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for the official decision. All 3 judges scored about 29-28, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Ben Kid Kraken Roberts.
Congratulations to the Easton fighter. Ben Roberts gets to go home with the victory added to his record.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined here by our winner, Ben Roberts. First off, Ben, congratulations on the victory. Came in here, competed in some Muay Thai. Hard-fought win, but you got it regardless. How do you feel?
Feeling good, man. I'll be honest. I'm tired of seeing these tall motherfuckers around me. How tall are you, dude?
I'm 6'7". You are 6'3".
You need a shirt?
If you ever need a sparring partner, let me know.
Okay, we'll do. Hey, real quick, shout out to my coaches, Robbie, Sean, everybody else. Melissa, without her, I'd be falling apart. Thank you, and shout out to Easton Arvada, the coaches. Without there, I wouldn't be able to train this hard, so.
Now, you mentioned Easton Arvada. You had a teammate fighting earlier. Coming from a camp like that, obviously a camp that practices different forms of martial arts, whether it be jiu-jitsu, whether it be Muay Thai, whether it be MMA, how does that help you prepare for nights like this?
You know, man, we focus on what we do, and, you know, whether it's Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu, whatever, touch butt, we do the best at it.
Now, is Muay Thai where you're going to stay at, or are you going to try something else?
Hey, man, I'm joining tonight. We'll have those questions later.
Sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen,
Muay Thai for life! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your winner, Ben Kid Kraken Roberts.